Yo, what up, guys? It's HipHop Heads, and okay, I know we haven't uploaded in a while, and that's just because me and him got in some miscommunication because he told me one album, and when I tell you guys which album we're doing, you guys have seen the goddamn title. Yeah, when he told me we're gonna review the Chronic, I was thinking like the 1993 Chronic. And this bitch talking about the 21 or 2001 Chronic. Forget 21. Talking about the 2001 Chronic. And so I was listening to that for like a whole day. And I had notes on that shit, and I still do. We will review that one day, so don't worry. But we're not doing nothing. And I wanted to ask you guys a question. And yes, this is where commenting, please comment. Or, I don't know, do some shit, because I need to know. Would you guys want us to review the Migos mixtape? I'm on the line of doing it, because, you know, I don't really fuck with Migos, but I don't know if you guys want to see our opinions on it or not. Maybe you guys don't give a shit, maybe you do. So just let us know. If no one responds, like, we probably won't do it. I mean, if someone wants us to do it, then we'll probably do it. We're doing the Chronic.
Hey guys, sorry I wasn't here last time. A lot of homework to do, but I'm here now. Alright, so we're doing the Chronic 2001. Not the other one.
Yeah.
It actually, 5 days from now, it came out, what, 15 years ago? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was the anniversary or whatever. I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, November 16, 1999. No, so this album is actually supposed to be sort of like a movie. That's why we see, like, everything's supposed to, he says, he quoted, he says, everything is in the place it's supposed to be. Even has that like little interlude that costs more now, which is
he's got a bunch of. Well, I mean, he's got a bunch of little interludes.
Yeah, he does. He's got bar. He's got those. Ones.
Yeah, car bomb.
Yeah.
It's fake.
You alright?
Okay. So obviously, like he said, don't expect lyricism on this album. Like I know this shit is not going to be lyrical. So, really the biggest thing, and this has always been Dre's thing, is production. Production on this thing, I mean, it was what he did on the first album, right? In the 1993, obviously there's a 6-year gap. But it was like modernized, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it sounded great, because, you know, Dre always, like his use of those low bass lines, and like the synthesizers, like, you know, yeah, exactly. The synthesizers on this thing, that's always been Dre's thing, because it's like, you know, really influenced by G-Funk.
It's all G-Funk.
Right, like the George Clinton sound, they're all really influenced by that. And so that's like really the main West Coast sound. And this was like the perfect embodiment of that West Coast sound in an album. But one thing I did notice from the first album to this one is the drums on this one was louder.
Yeah.
Like they were more pronounced on this one. I thought that was awesome, right? Like it still has that same like relaxed G-Funk sound. Like this is some shit you put in the car, and you just like
you can put the whole album through.
Exactly, right? You just put the whole album in, like pop the disc in, and you just drive somewhere, right? And you just listen to this shit, and you just coast. So here's the thing, and this is the one criticism I do have about this album. And again, I'm taking it for what it is, because I don't expect like super lyricism, right? But there is one criticism that I have, and that's the content is repetitive.
Oh yeah, it's just straight like gangster rap.
But it's only listenable because of Dr. Dre's production, and because he's able to change it, right? And because of the features on this, which didn't make it so like overdrive, because it was just like, if it was just him producing it and then like 2 or 3 rappers, I think it would have been way too much, because it was the same content.
Which, you know, is that right?
And over. But it was good. But again, it's 22 tracks. So when you do the same thing for 22 tracks, I mean, he did have some songs that did.
Like he switched it up in the last one.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
That song is
The Message and Bang Bang.
Yeah.
But it's like, how are you gonna add that shit in when like the rest of your album
It's
is about
murdering
me
everyone.
going
And then he's like, I ain't no
murdering-
gangster. So
I
it's
know,
like,
right?
what?
Like what the fuck? Like some bipolar
Confused
shit.
as you are.
Right. And so it's not like they're just saying some like stripped down shit, right? They're actually, the puns were good and the delivery was good, right? That's really a good thing about like West Coast that I love. It's the delivery, the flow, the cadence, the swag, all that shit. But I'm saying like lyrical, like some like.
I
Like you know what I mean, right? I rappers not really coming to my name. Something like Nas, like let's
That's
just
what I was
throw in
thinking,
Nas.
right?
If you throw, but you know what? No, because here's the thing, because Drake can still produce on albums.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I think Drake can produce on any kind of.
Exactly right. I think it's just this one he wanted to be like that comedy movie or whatever, like that gangster movie.
Right.
And so I guess you take it for what it is, and if you do, it's great.
No, it's a great album.
Right, but it's just I felt like towards the end, because I saw the track list, and I saw 22 songs, and I see like about half of them are about like either you said some shit and I came to beat you up, or I'm fucking you, or right, and it's not like I'm gonna sit here like Fox News and be like, this is destroying and corrupting our youth. Like, I'm not gonna do that shit because I'm not like that. I'm just saying, if you are gonna talk about that, like this is what Mortal Technique says all the time. Say it differently, right? But I think he did it well enough because he did have a lot of features on here, which did help like bring variety to it. So the sound wasn't all the same.
Which is kind of like a criticism though, because his album was supposed to be his like return, his like comeback to the rap game, but he kind of just covered it up with other features.
Yeah. It's not only, like, here's the thing about Dre. Dre's not only a producer, he's like an orchestrator.
Right.
Like, he's a composer. Like, he brings in the perfect features, he brings in the perfect sound, he brings in the perfect, like, he actually composes the whole thing. It's not just about putting verses over a beat.
Right.
And that's why it takes so long for him to put out these type of albums. Because when it does come out, everything's put in place perfectly. Like he said, it's the movie.
Right.
And he's the director of the movie. He's not just the producer.
Everything has a place.
Right, like he put this here on purpose. He put this here on purpose. I got this feature on this. None of you motherfuckers know who this is, right? But I'm gonna put him here. He have made this album short. So I mean, it's technically only like 19 tracks or something.
So long.
It's still a lot. But I think he can get away with that because it's Dre, right? I'm not saying he can just put out like a 30-track album and we're gonna be like, let's do it all. No, but it's Dre, so he's able to pull that off and make it varied enough where you can listen to it. And here's the thing, I honestly, no, you know what? I won't say that because that's a little bit too far, right? But I can just listen to this album, zone out, right? And just like no, right? No, you could just listen to the production itself, and just zone out. Like, I mean, and the lyrics, but I'm just saying, like, as far as sonically, just zone out.
Yeah, right.
Because you don't really have to pay attention to what they're saying. I guess we'll get into the tracks. Watching. I mean, that was like one of the first songs I heard off this album. A long time ago. That's the one where he's talking about like, don't fuck with me, I'm a family man or whatever.
Yeah, he's just like, we can go round and round.
Yeah, you know what? I thought he was spitting on that.
Yeah.
Like, if he wrote that, I don't know if he wrote that. I don't know which one's Royce Ghost wrote, but if he wrote that shit, Dre was spitting on that.
That was hard.
Right? I thought Dre was spitting on that. So, yeah, I love the Watcher. Fuck you. Yo, I love that. Oh my, I love that beat. The fuck you beat. Oh my god. Can you play real quick so I just, like, with a little interlude or whatever? Just, yeah. But like, but this shit's so goddamn misleading because you're thinking, fuck you, I wanna fuck you, right? and you thinking he's just like, okay, it's fucking your hoe or whatever, or some hoes, or, but then he's like, I'm fuck your husband or some shit like that. You need to pay more attention to him. I was like, what the hell? Like you're throwing in a little like positive message, like because I'm like, yeah, you know, I just want to fuck you, right? And then I hear like your husband. I was like, wait, shit.
So
okay, it's still Dre. What? That's the track 4.
Yeah, and that's.
Hey, there's not. Is there anything to be said?
It's
still Dre.
It's one of the faces of hip hop, right? Like I think everyone knows that song. If you whatever kind of music you like.
Yes.
The intros in all of these songs they add to that sense of movie, which I like, right? And they're really good. Like you can listen to them because like with a lot of albums, they always have their little skits, and they get kind of annoying. I think with this one,
they were good. They were funny.
Yeah,
I thought this shit was funny. People get this shit. Don't. It's funny. I thought this
it's supposed to be dark comedy.
Right. I thought it was actually pretty funny. Explosive. Explosive is just explosive. Who was the one who dropped the first verse? I can't remember who it was. Okay. Anyway, this was it Dre? I do have a problem, but I don't, with this song. And again, I don't want to sit here like some self-righteous motherfucker, but like, god damn, like don't tease, bitch, squeeze, bitch, bottle it up. Like, I'm like, yo, chill, right? Like, goggle my nuts and shut the fuck up or whatever. God damn, right? But the reason why I can listen to that, because I wouldn't listen to shit like that, is because of his production. Oh my. Probably one of the smoothest productions on this album. And then Nate Dogg this song. Nate Dogg. I honestly,
rest in peace.
Yeah, I don't listen to that track really for the first verse or the last verse. I listen to that for Nate Dogg.
Right.
Oh my, Nate Dogg, that shit.
And like, there's the criticism because this song didn't have to be so aggressive lyrically.
Nah.
It could have just been a chill song, and like that's what like we were talking about, the like whole violence thing. Like you can just chill. Like it doesn't always have to be this.
Yeah, and I know he wanted it to be that aggressive type, but I think on this one, I think he should have. On the first verse, they should have toned it down a little bit, right? Let it smooth. I thought
it's a little clash.
Right, like go hard. Like,
but then the background is it's so chill that it sort of doesn't make sense. You're like confused.
Right, like I'm expecting Nate Dogg. Yeah. You know what? Put Nate Dogg. Throw out the first verse. I'm sorry. Throw out the first verse. Just put Nate Dogg in the whole goddamn song.
Yeah.
He could have Nate Dogg that whole 3. And I'm not saying like we're on that pussy type shit, like.
But there has to be a balance.
I know, because people are gonna say that we're on like that Drake type shit, right? Like we're too light skinned and we can't take that hard aggressive. But like, I think on this track he should have went a little bit like someone else could have went with I guess a more smoother sound. Like even if you are gonna talk about fucking someone as like vivid and grotesque as it can be, at least get someone with like a smooth voice, a smooth flow. Because I thought even his verse on there was kind of, he didn't even have like flow on.
That's what I'm saying. It's choppy.
Yeah, that was, you know what, Kate, that was not my favorite, not one of my favorite verses on this album. The what? Bar 1. But that's the bar 1 skit. Okay, yeah, the bar 1 skit was pretty funny. He was like, I can't say everything that was said on it because I'm not black, so I can't say it. I thought that skit was pretty funny though. I thought it was kind of funny. Again, like that's the comedy part.
It's just dark comedy. Right?
I thought it was funny though. Like it's just like yeah, because she sees them walk in or whatever in the bar. I thought that was pretty funny though. Lightspeed. I love Lightspeed. I don't know what the sound is. I don't know if it's.
I think it's a horn.
It's either a horn, a guitar. I don't know. You know, I'm not like DJ Premier here. Whatever it is he used to make the beat, I love that. I love the beat. What's the one after that?
Probably the biggest track.
Hold up. It's over. It's over. After this song?
Those are the songs you will never forget.
Never. Like, you never delete that out. Like, there's certain songs, like when I'm picking through songs or albums to put on my iPod, because, you know, I can't afford like a 16 gig, and so I have to like keep changing songs and albums that I put on. I don't leave without that song. Like that, I will find it. put it on like a playlist and put it in because I don't leave with that song. That song is, you never get tired of it either. It's
just how it starts. You already know it's gonna be a
right,
classic.
and I mean he had the perfect features on there too.
Yeah.
It was him, Snoop, and Nate Dogg. That's big three.
Yeah.
That's the big three.
You don't need anyone.
If you don't like that song, you're whack. Like straight up.
Just go
like,
listen to Coldplay.
Yeah. like that song's just great. Yo, what the? Let's Get High. So when I first heard this song, right, I hear like the beginning, all these songs.
Somebody
You gon' fuck? What? That shit's amazing. I don't. It's fucking amazing. And
That's party music, man.
Oh,
not this electronica. That's
yeah. You play that shit on like a party. Yo, everyone gets hyped for that shit. You have white people.
Yeah.
Everyone will say that shit. Oh my God. Let's Get High. Let's Get High.
That verse by what's her name?
Miss Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yo. God damn.
She just showed up.
I know. Like, is she from New York? I don't know Miss Rock that much. Excuse me, I didn't do that much research on all the features, but she had that like New York side. I know y'all like, but yo, she murdered that track.
Flow. I was like,
She
like
bodied that shit. No, she bodied that track. But even Kurupt's verse was good. Like I just love it. It starts off so high, right? And then it's like, let's get.
It's just perfect. This song's
what song?
Great.
What song?
It's
Shit. Beep. Cut that out. We're not adding that shit in. Y'all didn't see shit. Yeah, bitch. N-word. That song was good.
Murdering, because you got classic gangster rap here.
Yes! This was one of the aggressive tracks on here. Like aggressive. Like
This was like, I'm a killer.
Murderous. Murder. I love that. That track was one of my favorites on this one. I love Murdering. And it's not that G-Funk sound though.
No,
you know what I mean? No, it wasn't that G-Funk, right? But it was like, it was still West Coast sound, clearly, but it wasn't like with the loud synthesizers and stuff like that.
It wasn't like a bump song. Like,
No, but it was like yo, I'm about to go
like a
murder
man.
someone. Like shit. Educate.
It's sort of a skit, right?
Yeah. No, Education was completely a skit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. Who was it? Eddie Griffin. He was the one talking about like. I'd laugh my ass off.
That one's fun.
Yeah, I never get skits on my. I usually just delete them or whatever because I don't know. It depends. If the skit's good and it works with the whole album, like on Good Kid, Mad City, I'm not gonna delete the skits because it makes sense.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite. This skit was so fucking funny because at first it starts with like that like serious. I'm thinking it's gonna be some serious shit, right? It's like, what happened to loving people when they have bus pass or whatever? And he's like, you know what the biggest pimp is? They mamas. I was rolling, man. That shit was so funny. What's the one after that?
MC Ren on Summit.
Oh yeah, no, it was MC Ren. He had a bunch of people on there.
Yeah, but it starts.
Yeah, it starts with MC Ren, and then it goes to King T. And this was the big thing. King T sounded like Dub C on that verse. Did you notice the second verse? He sounded like Dub C, and this is one thing that I would have wished that he would have got Dub C on there.
That guy.
If he would have got Dub C
That's
on any track, that would have been over because I think his voice would have worked perfectly.
Right. No, yeah.
Yo, make this happen, please. Dub C,
Remake.
Dr. Dre. Put out some. I know they have to have something out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, make like a project. If you can get Dre to executively produce on a project or something, just give me 3 tracks. That shit would make my day. I would love to hear Dub C on like a Dr. Dre production. Housewife. And this is where we're getting towards the end of the album. And this was one of my least favorite songs on there. I don't know if you like it.
Still good, but it's
Exactly, but I don't think it wasn't like what's the difference or
that's when it's
still Dre.
That's when it starts feeling like repetitive.
Oh right, but it's not like it was bad. It was
No,
just, I felt it was mediocre. Do you know what I mean? Like you could have left that song out. In my opinion, you could have left that song out. I don't know if it really added anything to it. Pause for point. This is where I do have my complaint.
Yeah, that's just No one needs to hear you. Nah.
Right, like I ain't trying to hear you fuck, right? But here's the thing, because I had mixed emotions when I heard this shit, right? Because here's the thing, all right? I hear pause for porn, and I'm like, okay, I already know what this is gonna be, and then I hear it, and I'm just like,
It's just nasty.
right? But then I couldn't help but just laughing. Because
But it's funny because it's ratchet as hell. You're like,
but did you hear that shit though? Like, I don't know if it was, I don't think it was Dre doing that shit, but it was like, I was losing my shit. Oh my god, that was too funny. He was like,
it does have an intent though. Like,
well, I know, and it's
because
supposed to be
like this. No, it's like it's also supposed to be kind of like the sex.
the sex scene of the movie. I think he was trying to poke fun at that.
Yeah,
Because there was a sex scene in the movie. But that shit was too funny. Oh my god. And this is, I can't even get mad, but that's a song, this throwaway.
in there.
Yeah, exactly. I can do without it. I deleted that song. I don't have it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I listened to it. It was funny. I take it for what it is, but I ain't trying to hear that again. I ain't trying to hear whoever. I don't know if it was Dre on there or whoever the fuck it was. I ain't trying to hear you fuck. But here's the thing. Rappers always do that shit where they put people fucking, like, they always put themselves fucking. And I'm like, why? I don't want to hear you fuck. Act right. Don't forget act right.
Bitch, act right.
Act right was, yeah, no, obviously that was like the I'm coming at you type on the album. I love act right there.
Nice beat.
Oh my god, I think it was the guitar. That was the guitar in there. Oh, that did it for me because at the beginning it didn't have it, right? Because at first I was like, all right, I bump with this because it's still Dre, you know. But it sounds always like that melodic and stuff like that. You just kind of just do this, like little this and that, right? And then brought in that guitar and that did it for me. I was like, it's over. This is one of my favorites on the just simply for the beat. Oh wait, and I want to add this in. I don't know if I was just the only one who caught this or not. I know you probably won't catch it. You didn't catch it. Sneak this in right there. Yeah. No. When I heard the the second part of the guitar, I was like, yo, this sounds super familiar to something, right? And so I went back on my whole library, and then I knew it was a Big Crit song, and it was one of his older ones, and I was like going through, and I realized it was off I don't know if any of y'all know this, Made a Lot. It was off his Return of Forever. Made a Lot of Dreams, that was a song with Big Son. Yeah, the second part of the guitar, it sounded like the same type of beat that we saw in the, so I caught that like that. Yeah, okay, Bang Bang. So this is where you got me fucked up, because like, I like it, right? But here's the thing, because you play the rest of the album, right? And it's like gangster, West Coast, right? Ignorant shit, right? And so I'm like, okay, this is the mode I'm in, right? That's the thing you gotta do when you listen to albums. You gotta understand what it's for, and you gotta just put yourself in that mindset, right? And take it for what it is. So what I was doing that, right? And then I hear Bang Bang, or The Message. We'll throw this one in there as well. Dude, literally the whole album, you're talking about shooting, gang banging, fucking.
Okay, the conclusion I came up to is like, if you think about it, think about movies.
Oh.
Movies always end on a good, like they go through the bad, and then they learn a lesson or whatever.
Right. So
and then they get their epiphany.
maybe that's what he wanted to do
that's
at
why
the
I
end.
understand.
Like at the end, if
Yeah,
you wanted to
because
do
it's
that.
a movie, right? And like, think of movies. Movies always, bad shit. They do their bad, and then they have their epiphany.
Yeah, so like he fucked up all the way through that way, and then at the end he realized what was wrong, right? If he did that shit, then that shit's like genius. So I just realized that now. I don't know how the hell I didn't catch that before. Okay, now that it makes sense, I can't even hate, because I was ready to hate, but still, if you didn't realize that, then you're gonna hear the last song and be like, what the hell? Like, why are you trying to give me like a lesson after you tell me all this shit, right? But I think he said the last one was like motivated by like the death of his brother or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So okay, it still just makes sense. But and then the ending with Tommy Chong, you couldn't have ended that any better. When he smokes it, he's like, yo, are you a real doctor, dude? Yeah. And he's like, and then you hear him smoke, right? And then it's like, the Chronic. I heard that and I was like, it's over. Like, it's over. It's just that little, again, here's the thing about Dr. Dre. He has these little things that just makes it perfect. And there was no better way to end that with Tommy Chong smoking a blunt and saying the Chronic, and then it just ends. It was perfect way to end this album as it withstood the sands of time. And so, what's your opinion on it?
Well, like, it's a classic, right? Like, saying that, obviously, like, I think people appreciate the music, like it, but if it's someone who doesn't really appreciate it that much, I think it could be, like, labeled outdated. Because it's straight gangster rap, and that's not here anymore.
Right, that's a good point, because that was totally throughout the 2000s and stuff. And 90s. 90s, 2000s. Well, I mean, the West Coast was always really on that. Yeah. Yo! Goddamn. So, I guess the content is, what they're talking about is a bit, is a bit outdated, but I think the sound.
Oh, the sound
never get old.
But it's not the same as now.
No.
Obviously.
Yeah, no, if you hear Dre's production now, like, it seems like he's really on the pianos. He likes the pianos a lot more now. But yeah, and the sound still, it's changed a lot, but I still love it.
Oh, obviously.
Right? I don't think it's not old enough to sound really like that dated now.
No, obviously, but I'm like, that's what I'm saying, like, for someone who's not as into hip-hop.
Oh no, are you kidding me? I think this, oh no, the content, easily, yeah, they'll be like, what the fuck, this shit's old as hell. I'm not trying to hear that. But the sound, I think they'll love.
Yeah.
Right, the production on this thing.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly. The production on this, I don't think we're giving enough credit to the rappers on here, because they did put out decent verses, right?
Yeah.
Definitely stood the same. Yeah, this thing's in Walmart.
Yeah, no.
Here.
Like in Canada.
Exactly, right? And there's nothing in Walmart here, like as far as hip hop albums, and that's
Go
like
get Taylor Swift. That's it.
right, like, and it's still on the shelves. Suggest this to I wouldn't suggest this to anyone, because if you're into the lot, like, I've got to be deep, lyrical, backpackers. If you give this to a backpacker, they're gonna be like, fuck Dre, what is this stupid nonsense? And I do hear the criticisms about, like, it being vulgar, talk about women, being misogynistic and all this stuff. I hear that, but I think this album was not intended to be too serious. Like, I wouldn't give this to my kid. Like, you know what? That's a whole other conversation. And that's a whole other conversation, yeah. But yeah, you just gotta take it for what it is, and for what it is, it's amazing. But I think people are giving this a little bit. I think they were making it seem like he just broke the game and it crumbled down and all hail Dr. Dre. No, it wasn't like he did anything too special or crazy. He did his sound, which was different. So yes, it technically is different, but the sound itself, we heard it before on. He already produced other albums on other people, so everyone knows Dre's sound. So this was again just Dre's sound continued, but perfectly put in an album. Yeah, anything you want to say?
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, it's nothing new, but like it's a good album. Like, it was really good. So that's why for some people it might seem as a game changer, but it was.
Yeah, I guess it.
Without doubt.
Yeah. Motherfuckers will say anything's a classic nowadays, right?
Yeah.
And I want to make sure we're not doing that. We need to actually be critical. This thing, it is a classic because it's great, it's defining, and it's nothing else. You can clearly tell. If I play a song to someone, they'll know it's from that album. Be like, oh yeah, that's 2001. Yeah, that's from that, because everyone knows the songs on there. Everyone knows the production on there. So that's why it does make it very defining. But it's not like he did anything super crazy, right? It was his lane, but he did it good. I love this album. Go buy this shit on hard copy. Dre's The Chronic 2000. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at The Real Hip Hop _heads, and make sure to follow us on Twitter at The Real Hip Hop. I'll put links in the description and stuff like that. Yeah, we put updates on what's out, if there's a new song, new mixtape, if there's something I'm feeling, old school or something. We'll put that on Twitter. Any news that I feel like is worthy. Give you guys updates on what I'm putting out. Instagram, you tell them what you're doing on Instagram. You basically
It's just basically just hip hop culture, you know, pictures, videos, anything that we feel is
right. We'll give you also updates on there as well. We'll put whatever the fuck we want to, but it's gonna be hip hop related. So if you guys want to, get like a daily doses of that, we'll definitely put that in there. Watch out for Catalactica. We're coming out with an album review on Big Crit's Catalactica. Hopefully, we're gonna be recording it on Thursday. Hopefully, putting it out by Friday. So watch out for that. I'm actually fucking excited for that album. It came out and people were getting hyped. So I'm really excited. I haven't heard it at all. I gotta go. I'm gonna see if I can buy it today. Yeah, and remember, don't forget to let us know if you want us to do a Migos mixtape review. If one or two of you say yes, then we'll do it. Because I understand our viewership isn't amazing, but if one or two of y'all want to give us a comment and let us know if you want to see our opinion on the Migos mixtape, we will definitely put that out for you guys if you want it. Yeah.
And that's the magic of Dre, right?
Right, because you could just listen to the production. What the fuck am I planning myself? I think the features that he did get were just, I love how it was all West Coast. Where the bruh.
Yo, what? See, how you mention white people, I'm just gonna flip you off.
I don't care. Shit, I might say, I might drop a. No.
What?
Say what your comments on this. Justin Bieber. Sorry. Okay. Anyway.
I'm darker than you though.
Get the fuck out of here. You're not black. You are not black.
If you see my driver's license,
Okay, you know what?
black.
In Canada, you're black. In the rest of the world, you're not black.
You're not black.
Driver's license proves
No, get the
You're
fuck
not
out of
black.
here.
Driver's license.
Can you pause that shit,
proves
please?
it.
Yo, you look Indian more than anything on that shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm from Sri Lanka apparently, but look at this shit. I'm just getting info.
Please tell me they can see
There
that.
you go.
Please. Yo, you look Indian on all that shit.
Get it closer.
You get that pass.
Except for the hair, that's some One Direction shit. But
Yeah, that's true.
there we go.
Oh my god.
But